Good morning, class.
Good morning, teacher.
Morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you feel this morning energetic, enthusiastic, and happy to start our morning class. Okay, guys, thank you. Please pay attention. Actually, it's time for the attendance, please. Okay. Say present, please. Say present. Okay, please wait a minute. Okay. Ibarra,
Good morning, present.
good morning. Thank you. Bamonde, Cory Reyes,
Good morning, present.
good morning. Miss Cory, good morning. Daniela Martillo,
Present.
Daniela, good morning. Daniel Lin, Saxen, Denis Robalino.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Diego Kisingo,
Good morning, teacher.
good morning.
Present.
Good morning. Eli Romero,
Good morning, present.
okay, Eli, good morning. Jovanka Vargas,
Good morning, teacher.
good morning. Eli, please don't forget your camera on. Heidi Garofalo,
Present. Good morning, Mr.
morning. Kenya Kichimbo,
Present. Good morning.
good morning. Kerly Zambrano, Kevin Suarez, Cristel Pesantes,
Good morning, present.
good morning. Leslie Manrique,
Good morning, present.
okay. Marino Cantos,
Here, good morning, Mr. President.
morning. Matías Álvarez, Axe Michael Atariwana, Axe Mónica Fuentes,
Good morning, present.
okay. Minister Natalie Tutibe,
Good morning, present.
good morning, Natalie. Salomé Ronquillo,
Good morning, present.
good morning, Salomé. Scarlett Berbenuil,
Present, teacher.
morning, Scarlett. Silvia Ponce,
Present,
María Fernanda Valareso, perdón, María Alejandra Valareso.
Present.
Good morning. Thank you, Maria Alejandra. Okay, guys, thank you. I'm going to call you one more time to those students that did answer, but actually nobody entered. I suppose they are not here. But Monday the first, Daniel Lin the second, Kelly Zambrano, Kevin Suarez, Matias Alvarez, and Michael Atariwana. Thank you, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you. Excuse me. Did you have breakfast? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I suppose your mom, your sister, or maybe someone is preparing the food. So what do you have for breakfast this morning? Of course, during the recess. Somebody want to share, what do you have for breakfast this morning? Infer, maybe bread, orange juice, cup of coffee, cup of chocolate, sausage, eggs, green plantain, remember? So that means they refer the vocabulary for breakfast, right? Okay. Okay, Mr. Marino, what do you have for breakfast this morning?
I have the fish soup.
Fish soup.
How do you say encebollado?
Oh, that's encebollado. Remember, that's a proper name. That means this is customary in our country. Imagine, Marino, if you go to the United States and you go to a resort or maybe a hotel, and you ask the server, at the waiter, excuse me, and the waiter is going to say, are you ready to order? Yeah. Okay, what would you like for to drinking or for beverage? Oh, I would like a cup of coffee. And what else? What do you have to eat? Oh, I like, or I'll have, because the decor at the moment is to give order, I'll have. That's the decor. In a restaurant, I'll have. Oh, I'll have encebollado. Encebollado? What is encebollado? Oh, in my country, it's like a soup. Yes, mixed with yuca, fish, onions, and so on. Oh, that's just good. Actually, in the United States, we don't offer American that offers that kind of dish. This is customary in our country. So that's mean in your country, the name is in Spanish. So you need to use in Spanish. Got it? Of course, in New York, exists a lot of Latin places where they offer encebollados to for people who live in the United States. Yeah, that's correct. Actually, the bologna has an A. And yesterday I taught you. Do you remember the name? What is the name? Somebody tell me, what's the name?
Green plantain dumplings.
That's right. Green plantain dumpling. If I say mix with chicharrones,
Or crackling.
crackling, pork, or cheese. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Okay, how do you feel this morning? Are you energetic? Are you enthusiastic? Very good. So we are going to start a new class, and this morning we are going to start the unit number 6, and I hope you really enjoyed the class this morning. Okay, guys, thank you. I'm going to share the screen in order to show you about what we are going to learn this morning. Please tell me, can you see my work informations? Not yet?
Not yet, teacher.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. I need a cup of coffee, guys. I need a cup of coffee. Wow. Okay. Yep. Well, for this morning, yeah, Scarlett, can you read, please, what do we have for this morning?
Today you'll do model number 1, unit 6A. Vocabulary 1, jobs. Vocabulary 2, place of work. Grammar, present simple, he, she, it. Pronunciation, speaking and writing. What do you do? Where does he, she, we work?
Okay, so that's mean for this day, for today, for this morning, so we are going to practice these vocabularies and the grammar and the pronunciation and the common words. But remember, those common questions that we use every day, or at least every Saturday and Sunday, that's mean we are going to apply during classes, right? During classes. And don't forget, we have the recess. What about the time of recess? 15 minutes. Remember, that's the recess. Okay, guys, thank you. I'm going to show you about the added platforms about Unit 6A. What about Unit 6A? What is the topic, Kenya? What is the topic, or what is the heading for this morning?
Keywords for Armani.
Armani. You know what is Armani? It's a kind of brand. It's a popular and expensive brand. You got it? So Armani. Okay, excuse me. It is an Armani. It is an Armani. Yep, for example. Okay, so, but before I start working on in the ARI platform, that means we are going to work about the first activity. What do you do? Is the first question that I want to ask you. What do you do? Volunteer. Sylvia, what do you do? Do not confuse because I am not asking what are you doing in this moment. No, no, no. What do you do? refers when you want to know about what about the activities or profession that the person do. Marino, can you ask me the question, please?
Mister, excuse me, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher. I work at the university, at the Catholic University, and actually I work in the morning as a research too. Okay, and a research. Okay, Sylvia, what do you do? Sylvia Ponce, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a student and I am receiving class.
Okay, she's a student. Got it? So she's a student. Okay, she's a student. That's correct. Sorry, wait a minute. Let me help you in order to apply this part. Okay, just say she's a student, right? Okay, wait a minute. Okay. She is a student. Excuse me. And Anai, what do you do?
I am a nursing student.
A nurse student. Okay. She's a nurse student. Remember, she is a nurse student. Great. She's a nurse student, right? Okay, Cody, what do you do?
I am an accountant.
An accountant. Very good. So do you work?
Yes, I do.
Where do you work?
I work in
A company.
the company.
Yeah, okay.
Name.
Yeah, okay. So what do you do in that company?
I am in the accountability area.
Area. Okay, it's very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay, guys. That question was about this. Have a look to the following pictures. Okay. Excuse me. How many professions do you see? Salome, how many professions do you see?
6 professions.
6 professions. Can you remember me, please, about my profession? What does Mr. Rodriguez do?
You are a teacher.
What does, remember, Mr. Rodriguez? What does Mr. Rodriguez do? Okay. Have a look to that information, guys. It's not difficult. Okay. Have a look. And this one. So what does Mr. Rodriguez do?
He's a teacher.
He's a teacher. That's correct. But what does Mr. Rodriguez do as a teacher? Kenya, what does Mr. Rodriguez do as a teacher? Remember, what is my profession? I'm a teacher. But what does I do as a teacher? What do I do as a teacher? Sorry. I teach. I teaches. He teaches where? Oh, what do
words in a school?
Yeah, what kind of language do I teach?
English.
Exactly. So, what does Mr. Rodriguez do? He's a teacher. He teaches English. Where?
in a university?
At Catholic, I'm sorry, at Catholic University. That's it clear? Hello, guys. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, remember. So it's important to identify what does the person do, explain what does he do in this time and the place and where. Got it? So remember, third singular person has a spelling rules. Mr. Rodriguez. What does Mr. Rodriguez do? Identify. Leslie Manrique. Leslie. Leslie, what does Mr. Rodriguez do?
He is sorry.
Excuse me, speak aloud, please. Speak aloud. What does Mr. Rodriguez do?
He is a teacher. He teaches English at Catholic University.
Great answer. Great answer. That's correct. Marino, what does Mr. Rodriguez do?
He's a teacher. Teacher, he teaches English at Catholic University.
Okay, Marino, remember how important is to find the rhythm of the sentence. So lean the sound. Oh, he's a teacher. He teaches English at Catholic University. You got it?
I got it.
Perfect. Okay, so you are going to tell me about this one. What is the first profession, Cody? What is the first profession?
Teacher.
Teacher. Okay. Anaí, what about the second profession?
It's a doctor.
A doctor. He's a doctor. Perfect. What about the picture number 3, Daniela? Daniela, what about the third? Is okay. Thank you. That's okay. No problem. Salome, what about the third image?
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. Okay, good answer. Next one, Crystal, what about the fourth profession? What does he do?
He's plumber.
He is a plumber. That's correct. Next one, please, Isaac Romero. What about the fifth profession? What does he do?
He's an engineer.
He's an engineer. Okay. Heidi, what about the last profession?
This is a
Yes.
doctor.
The last one.
This is a police.
He's a policeman. Okay, guys, have a look to the following information because I want to know or I want to identify where do they work. Can somebody help me? Monica Fuentes, again. What about the picture number 1 of the first profession? What does she do? What does she do, Monica?
She's teach.
She's a teacher. Okay, what does she teach? In them, it's not necessary to say only English, remember. She teach? No, teacher.
History.
Okay, she teaches history. Got it? She teaches history in my school. Where? At a school. You got it? Monica, one more time. Profession number 1, what does she do?
She's a teacher. She teach history and at the school.
Okay, that's a story, but don't forget to say, oh, she's a. Remember, lean the sound. She's a teacher. She's a teacher. She's a teacher. She teaches history at a school. At a school. Monica, what does she do?
She's a teacher. She teaches history at the school.
Okay, remember, history. This has a sound. History, not history, because it has a sound. You got it? History at a school. Okay, next volunteer. Marino, what about the second one? What does he do?
Well, he's a doctor.
Okay,
He help to the people
okay,
at
wait
the
a minute.
hospital.
He is a doctor. Okay. What else? He
Help to the people.
cures. Remember, it's not necessary to speak like in Spanish. He cures people. Where does he work? He cures people at a
At a hospital.
excellent, Marino. Very good. Can you help me one more time? What does he do?
He's a doctor. He
Okay.
cares people at the hospital.
Okay. He cares for people at a hospital. Excellent. Okay, next one. Diego. What about the picture number 3? What does he do?
He's a liar.
Okay, wait a minute. He is a lawyer. What else? Remember, separate with the second idea. What does he do? He's a lawyer. Okay, don't worry. He helps. He helps
Yeah.
people about legal problems. He helps people about legal problems. And where does he work?
Tribunal. Tribunal.
Yeah, tribunal. Okay, what is a tribunal? Court. Court houses. A court houses. You got it. A court houses. Okay, he's a lawyer. His people with legal. Diego, one more time. What does he do?
He's a liar. He helps people at courthouse.
Okay, he helps people with legal problem. Remember, with legal problem. Got it? At a courthouses. It's better. With legal problems. What about the picture number 5? Natalie Tutiben, what does he do? Picture number 5, what does he do?
He plumber.
A plumber. Okay, what does he do?
He
Okay, I'm gonna help you. He fixes. He fixes. Repair. You got it? He fixes problems. Where? He fixes problem. Where? At residential homes. One more time. Remember, the plumber doesn't work only, a plumber doesn't work only at residential homes. No, they can work in a company, in any place, and they produce outdoor and indoor activities. Remember. Okay, one more time. Please, what does the plumber do?
is a plumber. He fixes from a resident house.
Perfect. Perfect. Nayeli, what about the engineer? What does he do? Oh, he is an engineer. You got it. He works indoor and outdoor. And outdoor. Where? He works indoor, outdoor activities. Okay, where?
He's an engineer. his work indoor and outdoor at building
Building construction.
construction.
Exactly. Got it? So he's an engineer. He works indoor and outdoor at a building construction. At building construction. That's it clear? Good. What about the last one? Police. What about the policeman? Cesar, what does this person do?
He's a police.
Okay, he's a policeman.
Policeman.
He's a policeman. So what does he do? He
Uh,
where?
in the street.
In the street.
Here's people in the street.
Exactly. Okay, guys. Is he saying that the policeman curse people in the street? Don't forget that we can have two. For example, the police officer. The police officer cares the traffic in the street. Do not confuse. The policeman cares people, but the police officer cares the traffic. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Why I explain this action? Because actually it is important to identify that in English we have a spelling rules. The spelling rules, right? And usually in English we add letter S, sometimes ES. You got it? S, ES. Got it? S, S. Okay, and S. Okay, good. What about this one, guys? Huh? So that's mean when you are describing profession, it's important to identify where do they work. What is this? What is the picture number one? Isaac Romero. What is the picture number one? Okay. Exactly. That's a courthouse. Got it? What about the picture number two?
Building construction.
Construction building or building construction? That's a building.
Building construction.
Building construction. That's correct. Okay. What about the next picture? What about this one?
A school.
Perfect. What about the next one?
Hospital.
And the next one?
House.
This is a residential home. A residential home. Got it? Okay. Who works in a courthouse?
Lawyer.
The lawyer.
Lawyer.
Who works at a building construction?
Engineer.
Engineer.
He is the engineer. Maybe she's the architect. And who's he? What does he do? If you, if the engineer works in a building's construction, the person, the people, the employee that work there, they are considered the construction workers. The construction workers. Got it? Remember, this is really important. Okay, the construction worker. Okay, and tell me, who works in this building?
Teacher.
Teachers. What about the next picture? Who works in this building?
Doctors.
Doctors. And who works, well, actually, a lot of profession can work in this place that is considered the residential homes. That's it clear?
Yes.
Okay, remember, that is important. Okay, let's go to our book. Okay, look at me. Pay attention to the vocabulary, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Wait a minute. Okay, please, wait a minute. Hey guys, so sorry. Actually, the activities on your student book are unavailable. So that means please wait a minute, right? Excuse me. Please try to think about a profession. Try to think about a profession or describe your profession and describe what do you do and where do you do that. Got it? Please, you have 1 minute. Okay, time's over. Okay, Kenya, tell me, imagine you are going to describe a profession and you are going to tell me where. So what do you do?
I'm a chef. I cook many dishes and I work in a restaurant.
Perfect, that's just great, Kenya. Isaac Romero, what do you do?
I'm a student.
So, what else? Where do you study? Try to link the ideas and students, and I study at Catholic University. Got it? For example, Matthias, what do you do?
I'm a student, teacher.
Yeah, I know that all of you are a student, but remember, try to think about a possible profession.
I study clinical psychology in
Okay.
the UCSG University.
Yeah. Okay. What does the psychology do?
We do attend the person.
Okay. I attend people. I help with the problem.
Help them about problems.
Okay, that's just better. That's just better. Scarlett, think about a possible or a future profession that would you like to do and where? So tell me, what do you do?
I am a dentist doctor. I do make a dental extraction at the clinic.
Okay. Well, actually, that's just good, but actually in the definition, maybe you have to correct something because when you say you're a dentist, you fix, right? You fix, you help. That's maybe this sounds better. Okay, Cody, what do you do?
An accountant student. I keep the accounting of operations.
Okay. It's a hard job.
Sometimes.
Okay, good. Okay. Marino, what do you do?
I'm international deal market. I had to do some business about international market.
Okay, great. That's just great, guy. Very good. Congratulations. Okay, then I'm going to ask you a little question for the rest of the class. Okay, continue, please, in this moment. Wait a minute, please. Continue. Excuse me, do you have any questions? No? Is it clear?
No, teacher.
Very
Yes.
good. Very good. Okay, guys, please refresh your digital book because we are going to practice the first vocabulary. Listen up.
2.57 Jobs and places of work. 1. What do they do? A. 1. A teacher. 2.
A doctor.
3. A nurse. 4.
A journalist.
5.
A waiter.
A waitress. 6.
A shop assistant.
7. A receptionist. 8.
A policeman.
A policewoman. 9.
A factory worker. Okay, guys, thank you. Excuse me.
10. A taxi driver.
Okay, listen now. What is the first one? What is the first profession, number 1?
A teacher.
A teacher.
This is American, but you heard American pronunciation? No. What do you listen?
Teacher.
A teacher.
A teacher. A teacher. Remember, the following project, you are going to mix the pronunciation, American and British. If you apply the British pronunciation, you are going to get a bonus in your project. Got it? A teacher. Where does a teacher work?
At the school.
But he works at school. One more time. Where does the teacher work?
He works at a school.
He works at school. Perfect. Please, Isa Romero, Denise, Nayeli, Kevin Suarez, turn on your camera, please. Thank you. Natalie Tutive. Okay. Maria Valarizo, what is the second profession? What do you listen?
A doctor.
You say doctor or a doctor?
Doctor.
A doctor. Where does the doctor work?
In the hospital.
He works at the hospital. One more time. Where does he work?
Is a hospital.
No. Where does he work? He works at the hospital. Where does he work?
He work at hospital.
Excellent. Matthias, number 3. What does she do?
A nurse.
Where does she work?
She's a nurse.
Okay, where does she work?
She works in a hospital.
She works in a hospital. Very good. Salome, for profession, what does she do?
She is a journalist.
Where does she work?
She works in a television.
In a studio? In the street?
In the street.
In the street.
Okay.
Actually, she's in the street, right? That's sort of like the journalist. What about picture number 5? Salome, thank you. Number 5, Leslie Manrique.
A waiter.
Waiter for men and for women?
Waiters.
Waitress. Okay, have a look to this one, guys, please.
Okay.
And where do they work?
He's waiter.
He's a waiter. If you refer for she is a waitress. Don't forget, waiter or waiter for men and waitress for woman. Okay, where do they work? Where do they work?
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant.
But okay, they work in a restaurant. If I say, where does the waiter work? Where does the waiter work? Diego, if I say, where do they work? Your answer was correct. They work in a restaurant. If I say, where does a waiter work? What's the correct answer?
He works at the restaurant.
He works at a restaurant. Perfect. That's correct. What about number 6, Heidi? Number 6. What does he do?
He is a shop assistant.
Linda South.
Work in a store.
Okay. He's a shop assistant and he works in a store, in a market, in a supermarket, etc. Very good. Next one, please. Denise, your turn. Tell me, what about number 7? What does she do?
A receptionist.
Excuse me?
Receptionist.
She is a receptionist, guy. Pay attention about this one. If you say she is a receptionist. Okay. When you say she's a receptionist, do not confuse to say she's a secretary. Do not confuse. Why not? Because a secretary, in this case, is someone who manage administration tasks. Remember, the secretary manage administration tasks. But what about the receptionist? The receptionist, I mean, is the main point of contact about the business with the customer. Is someone who say, or is someone who welcome to the customer, you got it? Is someone to, I mean, handle phone calls, I mean, make phone calls, appointment, you got it? Appointment. That means all of this is different. So remember, the receptionist is someone that have the main point, the main contact with the customer. She usually say, welcome to the company. But the secretary work close to the manager, close to someone specific in the company. That's it clear? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Remember that the receptionist usually welcome to the customer, to the company, to the hotel, to any other institution. Number A. Number A. Salome Ronquillo, please. What about number A? What do they do? But what about the girl? What does she do? Salome, your microphone is off. It's mute. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, actually it's here.
I think, she's a policeman. Policewoman.
Policewoman, no policeman. She's a policewoman. Where does she work?
In the street.
Excellent. What about the man? What does he do?
A policeman.
And where does he work?
In the street.
In the street? 2. Remember, because actually they refer to the same information. Oh, she works in the street and the man works in the street. 2. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Excellent. Very good. Natalie Tutibeng, number 9. What does he do?
A factory worker.
A factory worker. And where does he work?
In the
He works in a factory. In a factory. That's correct. What about the Crystal? What about the number 10? What does he do?
A taxi driver.
Where does he work?
Excuse me.
Where does he work? He works in the street, remember. Okay, excuse me, does it clear about the first part of the vocabularies about jobs?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Places, where do they work?
2.59. 2. Where do they work? 1.
In a hospital.
2. In a shop. 3.
In a restaurant.
4. In an office. 5.
In a school.
6. In a factory. 7.
At home.
8. In the street.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and please pay attention. Imagine, are you ready? Cory and Mónica Fuentes. Pay attention. Cory is the first day of classes, of English classes in this space, in this virtual space. And Cory doesn't know who's the teacher. Cory is Monica's friend. And you are going to open your microphones and you are going to ask her, Monica, who's the teacher? Monica is going to give some description about the teacher. Ready? One more, let's go. Please, I'm going to mute my microphone. 1, 2, 3. Action, camera.
Monica, excuse me, who's the teacher?
The teacher is Jimmy Rodriguez.
Where does he work? What does he teach? You have different kinds of questions.
Where does he work?
Monica, he works at home.
At home.
No, I want you to apply correctly. He works at home. Got it? He works at home. Got it? Okay, Kenya. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Monica. Alvarez, Matias, and Kenya Kichimbo, the same activity. So you can ask different kinds of questions about because you don't know the teacher. Got it? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, and 3.
Matthias, what is the teacher? Who is the teacher?
The teacher is Mr. Rodriguez. He work teach the people. He doesn't in the class today.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it. But a good description can be, for example, Scarlett, ask me the question to me. The same question.
Mr. Rodriguez, what do you do?
I'm sorry. I'm Harry. I'm a student more.
Sorry, Harry, what is the Mr. Rodriguez?
Oh, remember, when you ask for people, who's Mr. or who's the teacher? Who's the teacher?
Okay. Harry, who is the teacher?
Oh, the teacher. No, it's not a good idea to repeat the information about the teacher. Remember, if you say, who's the teacher? Automatically, you use the subject pronoun. And a man, oh, he is Mr. Rodriguez. No, the teacher is, no, it isn't correct. Who's Mr. Rodriguez? Who's the teacher? Ah, he's Mr. Rodriguez. He teaches English. He works at home. You got it? Okay, imagine that, in this case, Crystal. Crystal is a doctor. You know the answer. Cesar, who's Crystal?
Is a campaign.
No. Crystal is a doctor.
Ah.
And you must mention where does she work, what does she do. Got it? Who's Crystal?
Who's Krista? Is a doctor. She is a doctor.
What does she do?
She cares people.
Where does she work?
in that hospital.
She works
She works at a
in a
hospital.
hospital. Great, Cesar. Excellent. Very good. I like it. Okay. This is time for Anaí. Anaí, imagine Diego is a lawyer. Got it? Excuse me. Anaí, what does Diego do?
He is a liar.
Really?
He
What does he do?
he works at the courthouse.
He works at
Courthouse.
The
Courthouse.
courthouse. Okay.
He helps people with legal problems.
Excellent answer. Cody. Marino is a police officer, no policeman. Cody, what does Marino do?
He helps people in the street.
Marino is a police officer, no policeman. Remember, the policeman cares people in the street, but the police officer cares the traffic in the street. That's how we call vigilantes in Guayaquil. You got it?
I get it.
Excellent. Would you like to try one more time? Cody? Yeah?
Yes.
Let's go. Listen up. Marino. Mr. Marino. Where is Mr. Marino?
Yes,
Marino, you heard before what I say about your profession, right?
yes.
Oh, Marino, what do you do?
I am police officer.
A police officer. Okay, excuse me, Cody, what does Marino do?
He helps people in the traffic.
But what kind of profession does he have? What kind of profession does Marino have? Police? For the traffic? Police officer. For people? Policeman. No confused, right? Good. Scarlett, about the old job that we mentioned before, choose one. Scarlett, what do you do?
I am a teacher.
Oh, great. Maria Valarizo, what does Scarlett do?
She's a teacher.
Okay. Where does she work? Maria, where does Scarlett work?
She's at school.
Yeah, but she works. That's the correct. She works at school. Got it, Maria? Great.
He works at school.
Excellent. Denise, you are a receptionist. And this moment, that's your profession. Got it? And you work in a bank. Okay, Denise, what do you do?
I am a receptionist.
And where do you work?
Work in the bank.
Okay. Natalie, what does Denise do? What does Denise do?
Student.
No. Crystal, what does Denise do? Please, what does Denise do? Okay, please pay attention one more time. Denise, what do you do?
I am a receptionist.
So, where do you work?
I work in the bank.
I work in a bank. Okay. Salome, what does Denise do?
She is a receptionist. She works in a bank.
She works in a bank. Okay, great guys. So remember, actually we are practicing about the use of the present simple with he, she, it. Okay, pay attention about the grammar. Do you have any question about this activity? Do you have
No,
any
teacher.
question? No, that's good. Okay, I suppose that everything's about the profession and the place where they work. As means it's easy for you. And the first activities about the grammar is to use the present simple with he, she, it, and pay attention, please. Okay, remember, that means simple present. The simple present for this morning is when you use he, she, and it. Remember, that's how we are going to practice in this morning. Okay, simple present. Got it? Okay, have a look. For example, do you remember about the waiter? Imagine. I say, I'm going to use, I say, for example, Harry. Harry is a waiter. Harry is a waiter, guys. So, I mean, what does he do? He serve. He serve. He serve people in a restaurant. Okay. If you listen, you look carefully, I use Harry as a subject in my sentences. In the second idea or the second sentence, I use the subject pronoun. This subject pronoun that I refer to is about the singular person. It's about the singular person. I mean, in English, we have a spelling rules. The spelling rule express that you need to use S, ES, in some cases, IES in positive statement. Remember, the spelling rules refers that when you use simple present with he, she, or it, use S, ES, or change for IES. We normally, the first spelling rule say that you need to use S. Remember, S. Why? Because you refer for Harry. And Harry is third singular person. If I say Jimmy serve people in a restaurant, Harry is a waiter, he serves people in a restaurant. So the first spelling rule says that you must use S in the action when you refer for third singular person. That's okay? Next, Joe is singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular.
Exactly. Joe is, I mean, it's I don't know. Actually, it's possible. A receptionist. Joe is a receptionist. Now this is possible. In the past, the receptionist was only for women. Actually, this is possible for men too. So Joe is a receptionist. Got it? What is the subject pronoun for Joe?
She.
Okay, he or she? Well,
He.
okay, don't confuse. Susan. Susan is a receptionist. Subject pronoun for Susan.
She.
She.
Okay. So that means Susan is a receptionist. She works in a bank. Okay, that means I say works. I use is because actually I'm referring for Susan, and Susan is their singular person. In the second sentences, I use the subject pronoun. I mean, she. Got it? Okay. That's happen when you apply the first spelling rule, the S. Go to the second spelling rule. That's when you use ES. But when you use ES with third singular person, when you use all, you apply action that end in X, X, O, S, SH, or CH. That means if you are going to use action that end in any of these vowel or consonant at the end, apply ES. For example, I say Joe and Michael. Excuse me, can I apply this rule? Can I apply the rule? Joe and Michael, I mean fix. Can I apply the rule for third singular person? No. Why not? Because this is plural. You need to apply only for third singular person or subject pronoun like he, she, it. So Michael is singular. When you use Michael, in this case, the last consonant in the action is X. When this action ending X with third singular person, add ES. Michael fix his bike, you got it, after classes. So that's mean with Michael, that is third singular person, remember the action that end in X, you need to add ES. Michael, remember, is third singular person, and for this reason, you are going to introduce ES. What about if I say, for example, let me go to the next one. If I say, for example, my aunt. Who's my aunt? Who's my aunt? My aunt, I mean, she's a doctor, but I want to use the action. Is very Catholic. She's very Catholic. You got it? She's very Catholic. So that means she, for my aunt, she go to the church every Sunday. Okay? So have a look. My aunt is very Catholic. What is the action? In the second, in a silent O, I'm sorry, in O. But she replaced my aunt, that is the subject, in the first sentences. So when you use verb that end in O, add ES. She goes. Got it? Excuse me, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, my aunt is very Catholic. She goes to the church every Sunday. Good. Okay. Remember, if you use action that any of this, don't use S. Use or add ES at the end of the action. That's it clear, or would you like another example with any of this?
Yes, please.
Another example, or is it clear?
No, another example, teacher.
Another example, okay, that's covered, no problem. I say, for example, my dad. My dad, I mean fish. Fish. Remember, fish is a noun. It's delicious when you fry fish. But in this case, it's an action. You got it? It's an action when you go to the river, to the lake, and you fish. Fish. Got it. So my dad fish, you got it? My dad fish in the lake every Saturday. Every Saturday. Okay. Who's the subject?
My dad.
My dad. What is the action?
Fish.
Fish. N in S-A. That's me. The correct is fishes. My dad fishes in the lake every Saturday. Is it better?
Yes, teacher.
Remember, so we practice the same activities in the digital book. When you connect, for example, what does he do? Oh, he's a teacher. Where does he work? He works at school. What does he do? She is a nurse. She works in a hospital, in a clinic. What does he do? He's a waiter. Where does he work? He works in a restaurant. It's the same connection. Got it? So that means those rules are really necessary to identify in order to apply the grammar correctly. Is better? The last one, Mr. Rodriguez. What does Mr. Rodriguez do? Volunteer. What does Mr. Rodriguez do?
Teaches English.
Mr. Rodriguez is a teacher. That's correct. What does he do as a teacher?
Teaches.
Teach what? English. You got it. Where? Okay, no problem. It's not necessary. So Mr. Rodriguez is a teacher. He teach. Mr. Rodriguez is the subject. What is the subject pronoun in the second idea?
He.
He. Perfect. What is the action? Teach.
Teach.
Teach. N in CH. The correct is teaches. Got it? So Mr. Rodriguez is a teacher. He teaches English. Is it clear? Hey,
Yes, teacher.
okay, Matthias, is clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, it's up. Is it clear? The second spelling rule. Okay, thank you. Third spelling rule. What about the third spelling rule? It's similar. If you remember when you apply the plural noun, remember, we got verb, the N in Y, and this they are pressed by a consonant. That means if you use a verb, the N and Y pressed by a consonant, remember, you are going to change for IES. Got it? You are going to change for IES. For example, I say, Michael fly to London. Okay, tomorrow. I mean, who's the subject?
Michael.
Michael is a subject. Okay, as a subject, Michael is a singular and plural.
Singular.
I mean, this action fly N in Y and is pressed by the consonant L. Is correct? No. Well, don't use tomorrow. Like me, no problem. Michael, I want to change for IES. Michael flies to London every year. Got it? Every year. I mean, for example, Christmas. Every Christmas, Michael flies to London. This action, if you remember in the original form, is with Y. But I'm referring for Michael, that is third singular person. For this reason, automatically you have to change for IES. Got it? Okay. I'm planning to go to a camping trip. Okay, so that's me, my sister. My sister, remember, goes, because it's singular. My sister goes to a camping trip. Got it? She goes to a camping trip. Okay, a camping trip. She carried a GPS. Okay, a GPS is a global position system. Okay, the first sentences about my sister goes to a camping trip is correct or incorrect? Denise is correct. Denise, my sister goes to a camping trip. Is correct or incorrect? Oh, Denise has some. Okay, some problem. Anaí, the first sentence is correct or incorrect?
Is correct.
Is correct. What about the second sentences? Is correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Exactly, because actually you refer for the same person. Carries a GPS. Got it? So remember, when you apply third singular person, remember that you need to identify which one apply the spelling rule one, that is only the S, when the action any of these vowel and consonant don't add S, add ES. If you want to use a verb that end in Y pressed by a consonant, remember for your third singular person, add or change the Y for IES. And don't forget, if you use a verb that end in Y, but this is pressed by a vowel. Remember, when this is pressed by a vowel, don't add or don't change for IES. I say, for example, wait a minute. Okay, sorry. I mean, Marie. Marie played chess with her cousin. You got it, after class. Marie, third singular person, is singular. The action is pressed by a vowel or consonant.
Vowel.
Vowel.
So when this is pressed by a vowel, never change for IES, only use S. That means Marie plays chess with her cousin. Got it? Remember, with consonant, change. With vowel, add. Okay, guys, is it clear? Yeah. Okay, I say Michael, that's for -4, guys. For -4, do not confuse because it's not difficult. For -4, you are going to use doesn't. Doesn't, and the verb is in base form. I mean, lady goes to the market every morning. Okay, lady third singular person, and I apply ES because actually that information is so correct. Lady goes to the market every morning. But for -4, remember, you are going to use between the subject and the action, doesn't. And doesn't imply that that information is negative. Got it? So, lady doesn't goes to the market every morning. Is correct or incorrect? This is incorrect. Because when you apply doesn't, the verb is in base form. Lady doesn't go to the market every morning. One more time. I say Michael flies to London every Christmas. But Michael doesn't fly to London every Christmas. I mean, the negative form, what do you have to say? You say after Michael doesn't. The verb is correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
It's correct.
Because the verb is a base form.
Base form.
Base
And
form.
the base form, if you remember, the base form is this. The base form is, in this case, only fly. That's the base form. You got it? That's the base form. So that's mean you have to use only fly. Michael doesn't fly to London every Christmas because he goes to London every carnival. Got it? The same. I say, for example, what about this? What's the correct? Somebody help me. Sylvia, what is the correct? And Michael fixes his bike after class.
Michael doesn't fix his bike after classes.
Fixes or fix?
Fix.
Excellent. It's in base form. You got it? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Let's go for yes, no question. Yes, no. Remember, yes, no question. Okay. When I ask for yes, no question, remember. Do you remember my question? What does Marino do? Well, for this is not a yes, no question. This is an information question. Does Marino, I'm sorry, I fixed the question incorrectly. I want to ask no yes, no question. That is for general, in order to apply the correct question. Okay. For information question, we are going to start with this one. With information question, remember, what are the difference? Because here you're going to use the subject plus, in this case, the verb or the action, and plus a complement. That is a difference because actually you are going to introduce in the information question and the answer, I'm sorry, the structure is the WH plus auxiliary, got it? Plus the subject and plus the verb. This is the structure for the information question. For example, I ask you, what does Marino do? Matias, do you remember when I asked Marino, what do you do? What was his answer?
Sorry, teacher, I
It's
don't
a
remember.
police officer.
He is a police officer. And where does he work? Okay, look at me. Where does he work? Where does he work? He works in the street. Well, actually, I asked two kinds of questions. The first, introduce what, because I want to know for general information, you can introduce what. Then I use the auxiliary. The auxiliary that I used was thus. Why Marino is third singular person. And the verb is in base form. You got it? The verb is in base form. The second question was about the location, because I want to know where do they do the activity. So that means I introduce where, because I want to introduce about the location. Then I introduce the auxiliary. I use does because I refer for Marino, or the subject pronoun he. And final, I use the action work. Got it? Because I want to ask as a reference about the first question. Okay. If you look carefully in the first answer, I introduce a verb to be. But in the second, I introduce the regular verb like work. And I say works, no work. Got it? If you look carefully with this kind of question, you don't use yes, no question. You introduce the subject, the verb, and a complement. When you ask information question, remember, you apply subject, verb, and a complement in the answer. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, no question. What about yes, no question? Okay, remember, when you ask information question and yes, no question are different because actually you are not going to use a WH. You are going to use an auxiliary plus the subject and plus the verb in base form. Okay, for example, Kenya, do you speak English?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Does Kenya speaks English? Excuse me, is correct or incorrect my yes, no question? And why?
It's
Cesar,
correct.
is correct?
Incorrect.
Why?
Incorrect.
Tell me why.
Because the verb isn't in base form.
It's not in base form. Exactly. Exactly. Does Kenya, I introduced us because actually I'm using third singular person. That means I use Kenya. The verb is in base form because actually I using the auxiliary. You got it? Okay. Does Kenya speak English? The answer is yes, she does. Oh, Mister, no, she doesn't. Remember, for those kind of yes, no question, never say, oh, I would know. Yes or no? Daniela, do you speak French? Daniela, do you speak French?
Yes, I am.
Daniela, could you speak aloud because it's a little difficult to hear you?
Yes.
Do you speak French?
No. No, I am.
No, I don't. That's correct. Excuse me, Diego, does Daniela speak French?
No, she doesn't.
Excellent. Cesar, do you speak French?
No, I do.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, I do.
Salome. Salome's here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Salome. Does Matia speak French?
No, he doesn't.
Does he speak Spanish?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Good. Excellent. Very good. Got it? Is it clear, guys?
Yeah, teacher.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Okay, let's go. Sylvia, please open your microphones. And pay attention the rest of the class because you are going to support her answer. Sylvia, what do you do? Imagine you are a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're an engineer. You decide. It's up to you. Daniela, Sylvia, what do you do? Oh, I'm so sorry, so sorry. Daniela, no. Sylvia. Sylvia, what do you do?
I'm a receptionist.
You're a receptionist, okay? So where do you work?
I work in the hotel.
In a hotel. Do you speak English in the hotel?
Yes, I do.
Great. Marino. Listen carefully the question. What
Okay.
does Sylvia do?
He's a waitress.
Are you sure, Marino? You didn't pay attention.
Sorry,
Let's-
Mr. My child, who's just in this moment
Okay,
was here.
okay, but pay attention, please. Right? Kenya, what does Sylvia do?
She works in a bank.
She works in a bank. What does she do?
She's a reception.
You didn't pay attention to. Cody, what does she do? What does Sylvia do?
Is a receptionist.
Great. Diego, where does she work? Where does Sylvia work?
I didn't hear.
Oh my goodness. Sylvia, review. Sylvia, what do you do?
I'm receptionist.
Where do you work?
I work in the hotel.
In a hotel. Do you speak English?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Denise, what does Sylvia do?
Receptionist.
Speak aloud, please. Speak aloud. I can hear you. Speak aloud.
Okay.
What does she do?
Sylvia is a receptionist.
She's a receptionist.
Yeah.
Kevin Suarez, where does Sylvia work?
She works. La Joya creo que era. Creo que escuché.
She works in a hotel. Or in a bank,
Hotel.
Sylvia.
A hotel.
In a hotel or in a bank? Where do you work?
In a
Hotel.
Okay, in a hotel, Kevin. Thank you. Alvarez, Matias. Receive all the information about Sylvia Ponce. Got it? Tell me, what does Sylvia Ponce do?
Teacher, you can repeat the last
Yes,
question.
please tell me. Give all the description. What does Sylvia Ponce do?
She is a receptionist. She works in the hotel. She speaks English.
She speaks English is correct? She
I don't
speaks.
know.
No, the answer is correct. Or at least the answer, but the structure, at least because you forgot a spelling rule. She
speaks English.
Good. She speaks English. You got it? How important is to apply the spelling rule at the moment to speak? That's the most important. Cesar, second example, Cesar. Imagine you are a doctor. Got it? Okay, Cesar,
Okay.
what do you do?
I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor. Excuse me, where do you work?
In a hospital.
I work in a hospital.
I work in the hospital.
Do you speak English in the hospital?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
No, no.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Perfect. Scarlett, what does Cesar do?
He is a doctor.
He's a doctor. Heidi, where does Cesar work?
He's a doctor.
No, 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 no. Where does he work? Remember the location. Scarlett said he's a doctor. Okay, your turn is about where does he work? The location. Where does he work? Please try to pay attention to all detail. Yeah.
In hospital.
Excuse me, repeat again.
She is in hospital.
He works. Remember, apply the spelling
He
rule.
works
In a hospital. Okay. Monica Fuentes. Give me at least all description that you listening before about Cesar. What does Cesar do?
He is a doctor. He works in the hospital. He doesn't speak English.
Perfect. Monica say he doesn't speak. So that means she used correctly. She doesn't speak, right? Excellent. Okay, guys. Tell me, Michael, I'm Leslie. Turn on your camera. Guys, that's a clear, that's activity. The first activity is about the description, about profession, jobs, and the spelling rules. Great. Give me a thumb, give me a like if the answer was okay. Give me a like. Perfect. Thank you so much. You pay attention. Great. For all of you, congratulations, guys, and go to the next activity. Remember, we don't have time to complete the quiz in the first. We do the activities after the recess. Got it. Okay, please pay attention about the next part. Okay, thank you so much. Remember, that's correct. So that means this is important. We did this one. Pronunciation about the third singular person.
Zebra.
S.
Z. Has. Lives. Listens. Reads. Does. Doesn't.
Okay, according to the first pronunciation, if you remember, when the action ending S, remember, it has a different sound. You don't say, no, it's has, live, not live, live, listens, reads, does, doesn't. Number two, S.
Snake. Works. Likes.
Speaks.
Speaks. Eats. Drinks.
Do you remember when Denise say, oh, and he doesn't speak? She spoke correctly. He doesn't speak English. Got it? Next.
Is.
Is.
Finishes.
Mm-hmm.
Watches. Teaches.
And remember, for ES, for third singular person, oh, he finishes. He finishes all his tasks before recess. He watches television all the night. Mr. Rodriguez teaches English at the university. One more time, please. You, please tell me the first one.
Has.
Number 2.
Lives.
Live.
Next.
Listen.
Listen.
Next.
Reads.
Next.
Does.
Next.
Doesn't.
Okay, guys, my suggestion or suggestion, please don't pause the pronunciation. Be friends, try to speak normal. Hey, has, live, listens, rips, does, doesn't. One more time. Number 1.
Has.
Remember.
Lives.
Listen. Reads.
Does.
Does. Doesn't.
There is.
Works.
Likes.
Likes.
Hey.
Speaks.
Likes. Likes.
Speaks.
Speaks.
Ears.
Ears.
Drinks.
For is.
Finishes.
Watches. Teaches.
Teaches. Okay, and remember, so that's me, for example, what about, where does Marino work? What is the correct one? How do you pronounce this? Please.
He works in the street.
Okay, one more time.
He works in the street.
He works in the street.
He works in the street. And what about the question? How do you pronounce the action in the question? Exactly.
Does Kenya speak English?
You know the difference? You know the difference? If you say, does Kenya speak English? Yes, he does. She speaks English. You know? Okay, is it clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, good, very good. So that's mean we practice the vocabulary. Read on the sentences, read on, please.
2.61. Bird. Work. Journalist. Factory worker. Nurse. Thirsty. Her.
And take care, guys, when you find those kind of word or action, remember the sound is a little long. You don't say work, no, it's work. Yeah, journalist, factory worker, nurse, thirsty, her. That means a little long. It's a little long. Repeat. Number 1.
Work.
Journalist.
Next.
Factory worker.
Next.
Nurse.
The next.
Thirsty.
And the last one?
Her.
Excellent. Remember, do not confuse because not all the words have the same sound. You got it? That's the rhythm at the moments to pronounce word, journalist, my factory work, nurse, thirsty, and her. Got it? Listen and practice with me.
2.62. What does she do? She's a nurse. Where does she work? She works in a hospital.
Does she speak English at work?
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
Does she like her job?
Yes, she does.
Okay, Salome and Cody, please be ready about these activities. Try to keep on practicing, remember, in order to get a fluent speaking. 1, 2, 3.
What does she do?
Sorry. Remember, the intonation in the question is different to a sentence. It's, what does she do? What does she do? Got it? One more time. Let's go.
What does she do?
She's a nurse.
Where does she work?
She works in a hospital.
Does she speak English at work?
No, she doesn't.
Does she like her job?
Yes, she does.
Thank you. I like your English, ladies. I really like. You are like a song for my ears. You are like a song. Great, congratulations. You improve your pronunciation. I really like your English. Next one, this is for a couple of friends. Cesar and Matias, your turn. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's go. Live, camera, action.
What does she do? What does she do?
She's a nurse.
Where does she work?
She works in a hospital.
Does she speak English at work?
No, she doesn't.
Does she like her job?
Yes, she does.
Okay, guys, what's good? But you can do better. Why? When you struggle with words, is when you don't practice enough. When you practice and practice and practice and practice, you are going to listen like a Native American person. When you practice, if you don't practice, you are going to struggle with words. Got it? So to feel confident, practice. What does she do? Oh, she's a nurse. Be friendly. Be friendly. What does she do? She's a nurse. And where does she work? Oh, she works in a hospital. Does she speak English at work? No, she doesn't. Does she like her job? Yes, she does. Anaí and Sylvia, your turn. 1, 2. Are you ready? Live, camera, action.
What does she do?
She's a nurse.
Where does she work?
She works in a hospital.
Does she speak English at work?
No, she doesn't.
Does she like her job?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Okay. Imagine, in this moment, you are talking about an special friend, about Scarlett. Got it? The same. One more time, please, but remember, you are going to say, hey, excuse me, have you heard about Scarlett? Scarlett? What does she do? You got it? Repeat again, please. Repeat again. Have you heard about Scarlett? Anaí and Sylvia. Anaí, start, and Sylvia. Remember, Anaí, you're going to say, have you heard about Scarlett? Or, do you know Scarlett? Scarlett, what does she do? You got it?
Can you repeat, please?
Okay. For example, I want to describe a friend of mine. Oh, that's me. For example, I say, do you know Scarlett? Do you know Scarlett? Scarlett? What's Scarlett? Okay, what does she do? For example, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Do you know Scarlett?
Scarlett?
What does she do?
No,
She's
no. No. Who asked the question?
Do you know Scarlett?
Sylvia, remember, you are connecting to the conversation. Anaí is asking for someone that maybe you know or maybe no. And you are going to see Scarlett. What does she do? You got it? Let's go. Anaí.
Do you know Scarlett?
Scarlett? What does she do? Disculpe. What does she do?
She is a nurse.
Where does she work?
She works in the hospital.
Does she speak English at work?
No, she doesn't.
Does she like her job?
Yes, she does.
Good. Excellent. Next one, Cody. Cody and Cesar. I'm sorry. No, Cesar, no. Marino and Cody. But you are going to describe Diego Kisingo. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
What does he do?
No. Remember, you want to describe Diego. Do you know Diego? Remember, to start a conversation, it's important to describe who are you talking to. Oh, do you know Diego? Let's go. And don't forget, Marino, that the subject pronoun is different. The subject pronoun is different. The profession can be the same. Let's go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
It's with Corey, yes?
Yes.
Corey, excuse me, do you know Diego?
Yes, I know.
What does he do?
He is a doctor.
Where does he work?
He works in a hospital.
Does he speak English at work?
No, he doesn't.
Does he like his job?
Yes, he does.
Great. Actually, Marino, you applied correctly the subject pronoun and the possessive adjective. Excellent. I like it.
Thank you, mister. Thank you.
Cody, you were great. Actually, you combined ideas. Excellence too, right? Great. Anaí, the last participation. And Anaí and Diego, you are going to describe Mr. Rodriguez, but remember what is my profession, right? I'm a teacher.
Yes.
And the place of work is different. Let's go. One more time.
Excuse me, Diego, do you know Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, I know him.
What does he do?
He's a teacher.
Where does he work?
He works in the school.
Does he speak English at work?
Yes, he do.
Does he like job?
Yes, he loves it.
Diego, well, actually, you made a little mistake, but no problem. It was good. Denise was great. Okay, tell me, what was the first Diego's mistake in the conversation? What was the first error? What was the first error?
He say, yes, he do. Yes, he does.
Exactly. Diego say, no, he does. No, he
I
doesn't.
forget it.
No, Diego, it's okay, no problem. Actually, because you try to infer the information, and it's a little difficult because actually you need to connect ideas. And this is great, guys. This is great. Congratulations. Okay, and this is about the active speaking activity, guys. Well, do you have a question about this? Do you have a question
No,
about
teacher.
this? No?
No.
Okay. How was this morning information? It was clear?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Last participation. Volunteer. For the last one before go to the recess. Volunteers. Scarlett, would you like to practice?
Okay.
Kenya too. Okay, look at me. It's a little difficult because actually I am going to show you the activities, but you need to first in your brain connect ideas in order to. Okay, Salome, pay attention. Salome, is a plumber. Yeah, Salome is an example. Please, sorry. Remember, it's only an example. That means plumber can be all of you, right? In order to go to pay. Okay, Salome is a plumber and she works in a factory, in a company. Salome, do you speak English at work?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Do you like your work?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Okay, ask a question. Do you know Salome? Scarlett?
Do you know Salome?
Yes, I do. What he does?
She's a plumber.
Where she does work?
She works in a factory.
Does she speak English at job? At
Yes,
work?
she do. Yes, she do.
Does she like her job?
Yes, she do.
You say do or does?
Oh, doesn't.
Doesn't or does?
Does.
Does. Second, who asked the question first? Hey, mister, do you know Cesar Bamonde? Oh, no. Who's Cesar? What does he do? You got it, because I want to know the person. But if I say yes, I do, it's because maybe I know some information about him, and it's not necessary to ask the question. Remember, connect ideas, it's not difficult. Okay, guys, it's 11 o'clock. Excuse me. Salome, what do you have for breakfast? Because actually it's time for recess.
Excuse me, what?
What do you have for breakfast? Because it's time for recess.
Yeah, I think.
What do you have for recess? What do you have for breakfast?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Cody, what do you have for breakfast?
I have a portion of bread, a glass of milk, and a cup of milk.
Oh, great.
Coffee, sorry.
Cup of coffee, great. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Okay, guys, go to recess. Enjoy your breakfast, right? Turn on your camera, your microphone, and we're back in 60 minutes. I mean, at 11:60. Kevin, Cesar, Heidi, please turn off your camera. Leslie. Heidi, camera off. Heidi, turn off your camera. Okay, please, thank you. Let's go.
Mr. Rodriguez, good morning. I'm Michael.
Oh, Michael, morning.
I am actually the first hour for you. The first
Okay.
hour on the class. But in the second hour I stay here.
Yeah,
So
okay.
see, and I can put the camera because I'm working in this moment. So
Okay, I got it.
thank you, Bishop.
Okay. Okay, guys, please, let's go. Open your camera, turn on your camera. Ibarra, quickly, please. Ibarra,
Present.
thank you. Bamonde,
Present.
okay. Reyes,
Present.
who's Reyes? Oh, Cody, yeah, okay. Daniela Martillo,
Present.
okay. Dani Holguín. Dani Holguín, please. No. Denis Robalino,
Present, teacher.
okay. Diego Quisingo,
Present, teacher.
okay. Eli Romero, okay. Giovanca Vargas, Accent. Heidi Garofalo,
Present.
okay.
Teacher Vargas.
Okay. Kenia Kichimbo,
Present.
Kerly Zambrano, Kevin Suárez,
Present, Kevin Suárez.
please your camera, mister. Cristel Pesantes,
Presente.
present, please.
Present.
Kevin, please turn on your camera. Denise, Diego Quisingo, your camera on, please. Leslie Manrique,
Present.
okay. Marino Cantos,
Present, Mr.
Matías Álvarez,
Present, teacher.
okay. Michael Latariwana, Mónica Fuentes,
Present.
your camera on, please. Natalie Tutibe,
Present, teacher.
okay. Salomé Ronquillo,
Present.
Scarlett Berbenuy,
Present, teacher.
Silvia Ponce,
Present, teacher.
María Valareso. Okay,
Present.
okay. Thank you, guys. Please be at rest. Actually, all the activities, around 6 activities are available for you. And pay attention what you have to do in the following quizzes. Let's go. Number 1. Can you see the activities number 1? Knowing the platform and the word.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. In number 1, you have to mark the sentence according to the audio is true or false. Listen carefully and choose true or false. Number 2, according to the conversation, complete the chart. Is in the first one, you say I, you, he, she. Remember, I work, he works. Got it? Easy. The next one, you say rewrite the sentences. They read magazine, he reads magazines. Got it? Number 1, they read magazine. Number 2, he reads magazine. Got it? Don't use a period at the end. In the next one, you have to put the verb in bracket. No leave. I said negative. I'm sorry. The first one is positive. Listen. Oh, she listens. Got it? And the next one, you have to read carefully and identify what kind of profession or job do they do. And the number about Marcos and Charlotte. In this case, you are going to write only the job. Don't say a carpenter, an engineer. No, just the job. And don't forget, read carefully. Do not confuse because it's not secretary or maybe it's a receptionist, right? Read carefully. Could be a receptionist or a secretary. I don't know. You have to read carefully. Then the writing is available until midnight. Let's go, please. Good luck. That's it clear? Okay. The activities are available. The activities are available.
Yes,
Somebody?
teacher.
Okay, let's go. Good
Yes,
luck.
teacher.
And turn off my phone. Please refresh the activities in order to appear all of them. Nayeli Vargas and Marino Cantos, please don't forget to turn off your camera. Guys, you have 9 minutes. In 9 minutes, all the activities ended. The writing activity is available until midnight. That is not necessary to complete right now. It's available until midnight. The last activity, the writing. Five minutes, 5 minutes. Guys, 3 minutes and time's over. 3 minutes. One minute. Time's over. Thank you. Kenya, did you finish?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Cesar, did you finish?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All of you finished activities, right? Okay, the activities were really easy because actually you need to focus only about the third singular person. Use es, es, or is. The writing activity is available until midnight, so you can do later after class. Do it, right? Do it. Okay, guys, thank you. I appreciate your times, but in this moment, it's time to go to lesson 1B. Are you ready? Yep, good. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Check. Martillo's here. Martillo, Daniela, Daniela. Daniela.
What?
Daniela, I'm so sorry. I just read your comments. No, of course not. But actually, we have a second group for activities for today. I don't know if you feel really bad. Well, it's up to you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Okay. 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 Thank you. Listen up. What do we have for the second part? Well, let me share the screen. Okay. Have a look to this part, please. Next one. What do we have for the second part? Please. Matthias, what do we have for the second part, please? Can you tell me? Can you read it?
This teacher. We have grammar and adverbs of frequency.
Okay. So for this part, the second part, we are going to practice the listening and speaking about, are you a morning person? A typical day vocabulary, the pronunciation with J, adverb frequency, how you are going to use for and use about the aquatic frequency. Then we have a reading comprehension, and the final diary platform quiz time there are around 5. For the second part, there are only 5 activities, but only 4 can be now, and the last one, like the first activities in 6A, they are available until midnight. Remember, both are writing. In Unit 6B, the last one is about writing. So you have to create a composition about your daily activities. I suppose, I don't, it's not clear in this moment, but I'm going to help you again. Well, you're ready? You're ready? Yes, good. Okay, excuse me. Are you, I'm sorry, not this one. What about this question? Okay, let me copy and paste about this. Pay attention about this question. Are you a morning person? Are you a morning person? What does mean a morning person? For example, morning person are those kind of people that tend to wake up early. For example, Mr. Rodriguez wake up early every day. Include weekends at the weekend because I have to prepare and be ready for my classes with you. So I really enjoy waking early because I feel that that time in the morning is more productive. That is really more productive. I enjoy creating activities. I feel refreshed and I really enjoy quiet moments. Got it? They are morning person. Excuse me, Natalie, Mr. Rodriguez is a morning person? Natalie Tutiven, Mr. Rodriguez a morning person? Natalie. Leslie Manrique, Mr. Rodriguez a morning person?
Yes, he do.
Exactly, because I love quiet moment, because I feel refreshed, because I feel I am more productive and creative in order to work with you. You got it? So that's me, I'm a morning person. Scarlett, are you a morning person?
No, I am.
No, you don't? Okay. Okay, next one. Cody, are you a morning person?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that's mean you are pretty organized. Got it? You're a pretty organized person. Okay, Diego, are you a morning person?
Yes, I am.
Really? Okay, so it's good, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. You are morning person. Well, actually, not all the people like Scarlett say, no, mister, I'm a morning person. I hate waking up early. Got it? Maybe because you love sleeping. Got it? Okay, good. Look at the picture and do the man and the woman like mornings. Sylvia, the man and the woman like mornings? Who's a morning person?
I don't know.
Look at the picture, look at the image. Who's a morning person?
The man.
The man is a morning person. He enjoys waking up early because actually he is organized. He likes to do, he wants to enjoy working in the morning because actually there is no noise. I don't know, right? Okay, volunteer, please. Volunteer. Volunteer. A bonus. Monica Fuentes. Monica Fuentes, help me
Yes,
about
mister.
this question. Monica, are you a morning person?
Sometimes.
Okay. What time do you usually get up?
Sometimes 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock, wow. 9 o'clock is considered for a morning person?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Mr. Rodriguez Mr. Rodriguez wakes up at 6 a.m. from Windows. Okay, tell me, Denise, do you have a shower or a bath in the morning? What is the difference? A shower is quicker. It's quicker. You got it? A bath is longer. You spend more times in the bath. It's relaxing. That is the difference. You got it? It's longer, but the shower is quicker. Okay, what do you prefer? Do you have a shower or bath in the morning? Denise.
Teacher, yo le escribí un mensaje de que no tengo bien mi internet. ¿Me puede repetir la pregunta, por favor?
Of course, but please be close to the microphone because actually I can hear you. Do you have a shower or bath in the morning? What do you prefer?
In the morning.
But what do you prefer, shower or bath? A shower is quicker, but the bath is longer. I mean, you spend time. You spend more times in the bath. That's mean it's relaxing. What do you prefer, shower or bath?
Shower.
A shower.
Relax.
That's good. And where do you have breakfast? I mean, in your house or in a restaurant?
In my house.
You have breakfast in your house. What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually I have breakfast and cook a portion the bread.
A portion of bread,
Cook the coffee.
a cup of coffee, okay. That's all.
Pancake.
Okay, good. What time do you go to the university?
Time.
Okay, what time?
I don't understand.
Okay. Thank you, Denise. Scarlett, Verbenue, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, well, actually, I don't want to ask you the question if you're a morning person because you say no. But we are going to identify according to the following detail that you provide me. What time do you usually get up? Pay attention because I'm going to ask you a question to the rest of the class.
I usually get up 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a shower or a bath in the morning?
I have a shower in the morning.
Shower.
Yes.
No bath. Okay. Where do you have breakfast?
In my house.
I have
I have my breakfast in my house.
I have breakfast. Remember, have breakfast. This is a phrasal verb. Have breakfast. Got it? What do you have for breakfast? Or what do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually eat one cup of milk, 1 cup of coffee, and 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Yes, 1 portion of bread with jam.
But you said I eat a cup of coffee. What is the correct reaction?
No,
What's
it's
the
incorrect. I drink.
Remember, you must use correctly the phrasal verb. So I drink a cup of coffee and I eat a portion of bread. Thank you, Scarlett. Okay. What time do you go to the university?
I go to university 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. Okay. So you always go to the university at 10 a.m. or you usually go to the university at 10 a.m.?
Usually go to the 10 a.m.
Because maybe you don't go, maybe once in a week, you don't go, maybe, right? Because you go from Monday to Friday, always. Okay. Do you need to hurry in the morning?
No, I need. Don't I need?
You don't need to hurry. What is hurry? When you are quickly, oh my goodness, need to go. So you wear your uniforms, maybe you need to pack your stuff. You're in a hurry. Maybe this happens when you're in a hurry, when you are disorganized. Because if you are pretty organized and you organize all the stuff before, the night before, it's not necessary to be in a hurry. You know what I mean?
Yes, teacher.
Good. Do you like morning?
Yes, I like my morning.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, but you are no morning person. You are no morning person. Thank you. Thank you, Scarlett. Great. Okay, let's go with a boy. The next one is for Cesar. I want to know if you are a morning person or not. Cesar, what time do you usually get up?
I usually get up 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay. Do you have a shower or bath in the morning?
A shower.
A shower is quicker. Where do you have breakfast?
I have breakfast is 2 boiled egg and
listen, Cesar, I asked you where. If you remember what I said about where is for the location.
Sorry. I have a breakfast in my house.
Yeah, but guys, do not confuse. Don't say I have a breakfast. No, have breakfast is like a phrasal verb. Go to work, have lunch, have dinner. You got it? No, have my breakfast, no, have a breakfast, no, have breakfast. Okay. What do you have for breakfast, Cesar?
Sorry, repeat, please.
Yeah. What do you usually have for breakfast?
Usually 2 boiled eggs and a portion bread.
Okay,
and,
I have.
Yeah, I have. And I drink a cup of tea.
For beverage, a cup of tea.
Yeah.
For beverage, a cup of tea. This is the correct description at the moment to speak, right? Very good, Cesar. Next, what time do you go to the university?
I go to university 10 o'clock.
But you do these activities every day or twice a week, 3 times a week?
Three times a week.
Okay, if I say 3 times a week, maybe you say, I sometimes, depend of the situation, right? If you go 5 days in a week, I always go at 7 o'clock. For example, at 9 o'clock. If you refer less day, I mean I usually. And then you say, I sometimes. For example, do you go to the university at the weekend?
All the weekend.
Yeah, you go to the university?
No.
Oh.
No. And I not usually.
No, I never. Don't worry. I'm going to explain that rate of frequency and the use, right? Don't worry. But great, Cesar. Complete the last one. Do you need to hurry in the morning?
Excuse me, repeat, please.
Do you need to hurry in the morning?
Hurry.
Yeah. I mean, when you wake up, you mean you dress, you wear your clothes, you pack your stuff in your bag, and you are looking for your car key, and you are, well, actually, that's when you're in a hurry. If you are in a hurry, I told you before, it's maybe you are a little disorganized.
Maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe.
Do you like morning?
No. And I don't like morning.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you so much. Excuse me, I need someone to interview Mr. Rodriguez. Volunteer. Who wants to interview Mr. Rodriguez about the same question? Somebody ask me the question, please. Okay, Cody, I really appreciate. Cody?
Esther,
Oh.
what time do you usually get up?
Well, I sometimes wake up at 6 and sometimes wake up at 7. That means it's not regular. Got it?
Okay.
Next one.
Do you have a shower or a bath in the morning?
I'm pretty organized. However, I need to manage the time in order to arrive to my job early. So that means I prefer a shower because it's quicker.
Okay. Where do you have breakfast?
Well, I always have breakfast in my house. When I say always, because every day I have breakfast here, not in a restaurant, right? Okay.
What do you have for breakfast?
Well, for my regular breakfast, I have a cup of coffee, 2 portions of bread with ham and cheese and some butter. Oh, of course, and a glass of water.
What time do you go to work?
Well, I usually go to work at 6:30. Got it? At 6:30.
Do you need to hurry in the morning?
No, I'm pretty organized because I carry the night before, I pack my book, my cell phone, my markers, my tablet, my computer, and my bag. So that means the next day I'm relaxed.
Oh, that's good. Do you like morning?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because actually in the morning I can prepare all my classes. Got it? So I feel really fresh. I can think clear, and I really like morning.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your question. Thank you, Ms. Cody. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys. For the following week, you are going to prepare this conversation with a partner. So after class, you are going to send a message. Hey, who wants to practice with me? Are you morning person conversation? Remember, so you are going to interview a friend.
Mister.
Yeah.
Sorry, mister, I have a question.
Of course.
The sixth question, do you need to hurry in the morning? What is that?
Yeah, that's mean when, for example, that's what I say in the all this time. So that's mean when you're in a hurry, when, for example, the night before you didn't do to be ready the next day. So that's mean the next day you have to do all the things before go to work or go to the university. So you are like a little map. Oh my goodness, where are my keywords? Where is my wallet? Oh, my credit card. So that's mean you pack. I need the car key, please. Somebody help me. You know what is a hurry?
I think no. It's like to check all your items for your day.
Not necessary. Not necessary. That's mean when you're in a hurry is because you don't have enough time to do or to arrive to your job or to your school or the place where you do the activities. Got it? For example, this is the example. Tomorrow is Monday. Yeah. And tomorrow I start classes at 7:10, for example, and I wake up at 6 a.m. At 6:30, I need to go to my job. So that's me. In this period of time, in 30 minutes, I need to take a shower. I need to have breakfast. I need to stop my stuff, my things. And that's me. If I don't have enough time, so that's me, I'm going to be in a hurry. And it's difficult. And why happened this? Because I wasn't organized the night before. But if you are really organized, the next day you are going to pack all your stuff. You are going to have breakfast normally. And you can go on time to work. That's it clear?
For to be clear, it's like a little time to be ready.
When you are apurado.
Okay.
There's in a hurry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, remember for the following weekends, send a message to your friend. Hey, Cody, would you like to practice with me? Let's go. So that's mean you are going to interview Cody or Cody interviews Scarlett, for example. Got it? That's the first activity that we are going to do the following Saturday. Thank you. Is it clear? Hello?
No, teacher. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah.
Because I don't understand.
For the following Saturday, you have a speaking activity. What is the speaking activity? For example, you send a message to Cody and you say, Cody, would you like to work with me the speaking activity? Oh, yeah, it's okay. So Cody, so you have a phone conversation, you got to meet, you got a Zoom connection, and you say, okay, let's go practice, please. Remember, it's not necessary to memorize, practice. So that means, hey, Cody, are you a morning person? Well, it's not necessary to ask the question because you, according to the information that Cody is going to answer you, you are going to describe, hey, Cody is not a morning person. I'm going to ask you why. Because actually Cody doesn't wake up early and she's in a hurry, for example. Got it? So you need to practice that question with your partner. And the following Saturday, I'm going to ask you the question about your partner. Okay, Scarlett, tell me, is Cody a morning person? Yes, teacher, because she wake up, she prefers a shower, she has breakfast at home, and she has a cup of coffee, and she goes to work up, and she's not in a hurry because she's pretty organized, and she really likes morning because she is praised for her. Got it? You are not going to ask the question to your partner. No, you are going to give me a description about your partner. And can I ask a question to Scarlett or Cody? You need to practice in order to get ideas about if that person is a morning person or not a morning person. Or description. You got it? Hello, that's better?
Yes, teacher.
One more time. What do you have to do? First, send a message to your friends. Hey, I need to practice. We use the conversation. Number two, when you have a phone conversation or you create a Zoom video conference or a Meet. So that means you are going to practice. Cody, what time do you usually get up? And Cody say, oh, I get up at 9 o'clock. Do you prefer a shower? Oh, I prefer a shower. And according to all description, the following scenario you are going to tell me, Mr. Well, I work with Cody, and Cody is not a morning person. I'm going to ask you why. Because Cody get up at 9 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 9 a.m. She prefers a shower, and she has breakfast at work. You got it? So you give me a description, a specific description about why you say she's or not a morning person. Hey guys, that's it clear?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, good. Next activity. Are you ready? Well, here we have a typical day. For example, in the morning, Anaí, what is the first activity that you do in the morning? Or what are the activities that you do in the morning?
I wake up.
Good. What else?
I have my breakfast.
Very good.
And I go to the university.
Go to the university, that's correct. What else? You can use a picture in order to speak.
Okay. I get up, I have my breakfast, then I have a shower, and I go to the work, and finally I have a coffee.
Well, remember, if you say go to work, no go to the work, go to work. That's a phrase. Okay, remember. So all of the activities are related to in the morning. Natalie, if I say have lunch, those activities can be done in the morning? Natalie Tutibe, have lunch. I can do these activities in the morning?
Yes.
In the morning, so you can have lunch? Lunch, lunch, lunch. No, because the lunch is in the afternoon. Got it? So in the morning, we wake up, have breakfast, have shower, go to work, and have a coffee. Got it? Matthias, what are the activities and include 2 extra activities that you do in the afternoon?
I do in the afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
I
help
do
you.
homework, have a lunch.
Good. What else?
1 or 2? You say 2, teacher.
Yeah, you can describe the picture too, of course.
I do my homework when I take time.
Yeah.
And do my lunch in the
Do or
afternoon.
have?
Yeah, I have
Okay. Have lunch?
I have a lunch.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
Okay. You go shopping? Go to the gym?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. Very good. Very good, Matthias. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sylvia, it's your turn and tell me what about the evening. Please introduce at least 1 extra activities that you do in the evening, please. First of all, read activity. Read the information in each picture and then introduce an extra activities that you do in the evening.
Make a dinner, have
Dinner,
dinner,
make dinner,
make dinner, have dinner, do housework, watch TV, have a bed, go to bed, and I don't know.
Music.
Listen to music in my bed.
Okay, good. Okay, okay. Have a look, please, guy. This is a shower. It's quicker. And this is a bath. It's relaxing. It's relaxing. You know? Okay. Leslie Manrique. Look at me. So in order to link ideas, we are to use some linker. Got it? Have a look. Wait a minute. So you can use a linkers first, and you can use next, you can use then, you can use after that, in order to describe. At about, when you refer for time. Oh, at about midnight, for example. Remember, this is like a phrase at about. Got it? You can introduce when you refer for time. At about midnight, at about 11. Oh, first. Or you can use to finally. When you finish the idea. To start, this is good. To complete, finally. When you refer for time, at about. And you can replace the linker next, then, after that, in order to communicate. Okay. Please, Leslie, are you ready? I'm going to give you an example, right? Okay, ask me the question. Mister, can you tell me about your morning? Ask me the question. Can you tell me about your morning?
Can you tell me about your morning?
Okay, well, I usually wake up at 6:45.
Do you have a shower?
Then, no, wait a minute. Then,
Okay.
then, next, then, after that, first, finally, and about. Don't forget to use that. Okay. First, I wake up at 6:45. Then, I have breakfast at 8 a.m. After that, I have a shower. Next, I go to work. I go to work at about 10. And finally, I have a coffee before lunch. That means it's not necessary to introduce finally because we have extra activities at the end. Finally is when you finish the last activity. No part of the day. Got it? Or at least if you want to describe something that you consider necessary in order to describe just a small activity, that is perfect finally. Okay, Diego, second example, please ask me the question. Can you tell me about your afternoon activities?
Yes.
Ask me the question, please, Diego. Can you tell me about your activities?
Yes.
Ask me the question. In order to answer and use the linker. Okay. And I ask me the question. Can you tell me about your afternoon activities, mister?
Can you tell me about your afternoon activities, mister?
Okay, okay. So first, I have lunch at work. Then I go home. Listen carefully. Then I go home at about 18 p.m. After that, I go shopping. And finally, I go to the gym. In this case, I describe all the situation in one context. For this reason, I use finally. Is it clear? Hello, is it clear?
No, teacher.
Okay, listen to me. We are applying the use of linkers. The linkers. First, next, then, after that, and we can use for times at about, and finally, when you finish the idea. So I mean, you can use this at the beginning and this is the end. But you are not going to use finally at the beginning and first at the end. No. Got it? But you can switch, you can change next, then, or after that because it's no problem. Listen up. Okay, so first I have lunch. Yes? If you say, and finally I finish work at 6, which is wrong because actually you are finished activities. But if you say first I have lunch, then I go shopping, after that I go to the gym, and finally I go home at about 11 p.m. Is clear? Got it. Yeah. Another example. Would you like another example?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Cesar, ask me the question, please. About the evening activities.
Do you
Can you tell me, simple question, can you tell me about your evening activities?
When do you have dinner?
Yeah, listen up, listen up. Actually, we are describing activities. And when you describe activities, it's important to use linkers. Those linkers are really necessary in order to have a better communication. And you can use first to start the idea. Then you can say then, next, after that, or after that, next, then, or next, then, after that. So you can move the linker, next, then, and after that, but never move first and finally. They are fixable. That's mean they are the beginning and this is the line. And when you refer for time, you say at about. And what is the question? Can you tell me about your evening activities? That's what I want to listen from you. Ask me the question. Organize. Can you tell me about your evening activities? That's all.
Can you tell me about have a dinner?
Your evening
Have dinner.
Your evening activities.
Sure. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah, listen up, listen up. When I ask you, if you remember, I'm asking about to know the different activities that we work every day. What is the question? Can you, because you want to know about me, can you tell me about your evening activities? That's all. Can you tell me about your evening activities in order to describe all the events that happen in my life at night? Is better?
Maybe.
Yeah. Just read the question, please. Read this question.
Okay. Can you tell me about your evening activities?
Evening activity. Evening activity.
Evening activities.
One more time, please.
Okay. Can you tell me about your evening activities?
Of course. Well, remember, you say first, next, then after that, and finally, in order to have a great communication. Well, first, I make dinner for my family. After that, I have dinner. Yes, around the table. Next, I do housework at about 9 p.m. Next, I have a bath for 2 hours. Finally, I go to bed at 11:30. Is better?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, volunteer. Remember, it's not necessary to describe the activities in this order. You organize the time. You organize the events. Volunteers. Please, volunteers. Hello, please, let's go volunteer. Okay, Isaac Romero. Oh, no, sorry, Isaac Romero is not here. Kenya. Kenya, remember, use linker to communicate. Let's go. Kenya, can you tell me about your morning activities, please?
Yes. First, I get up at 6 p.m. 6 o'clock. Then I have breakfast I have breakfast in my bedroom. After that, I have showers. And finally, I go to university 9 o'clock.
Better, great. Cody, can you tell me about your afternoon activities, please?
First, I have lunch in the work.
At work, remember, when you describe the place at work or at home. Okay.
Okay, first I have lunch at work. Next, I finish work. And then I go home in the bus. After that, I go shopping. And finally, I go to my home.
Okay. You go home, go shopping, go home. Wow. It was a little difficult, Cody. So what is the idea about this? Create sentences in your mind. What, where, when, in order to have a better communication. I think it could be better if I say, well, first I have lunch at work. Then I go home and take a shower. After that, I go shopping. Next, I go to the gym, and finally, I back home at 10 p.m. Back home is another word to say go home. Back home and go home, they are the same. Got it? Cody, is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Would you like to practice one more time about the evening activities in order to create another composition? Okay, let's go, Cody. Cody, can you tell me about your evening activity, please?
Yes, first I have lunch at work. Next, I finish work. Then I go home at bus. After that, I go shopping. And finally, I go to the gym at 6 o'clock.
Oh, Cody, it was great. It was much better. Congratulations. Got it, but remember, you need to back home because you don't sleep at the gym. Oh, finally, I go to the bed, I go home. Got it? So that is the idea, to complete the final idea at home. Got it? Sylvia, please be ready. This time is for ladies. The next is for boys. Sylvia, can you tell me about your morning activity, please? Remember, it's up to you.
First, get up 6 o'clock. Next, have a breakfast.
You have breakfast. I have breakfast.
Yeah. Then have a shower. And finally go to university.
Yeah, listen up. Guys, if you remember, we have 3 connectors. Next, after that, and after then, next, after that. In English, you can repeat them. You can repeat them if you have more than 3 activities. For example, Sylvia said, oh, first I get up at 6:45. Next, I have breakfast in my house. After that, I have a shower. Then I go to work. If you listen carefully, you have 3. But if you have another option, remember, first I get up. Then I have breakfast. After that, I have a shower. Next, I go to work. After that, I have a coffee. Finally, I go to work. For example, you got it. So you can repeat next, then, or after that, as many times you consider necessary. But at first and finally, never move. They are fixable. Is better? Hello, is better?
Yes, teacher.
Good. Matthias, no, Matthias participated a lot this morning. Okay, Korea, Kenya, Scarlett, please. Scarlett, can you tell me about your morning activities, please? Can you describe your morning activity?
First, I get up 6:45 a.m. Next, have my breakfast. Then have a shower. After that, go to the gym. And finally, I go to my home.
Good. However, you introduce my breakfast. Remember, have breakfast is a phrasal verb. You got it? I have breakfast. No, I have my breakfast. You got it? I have breakfast. No, I have a breakfast. You got it? Great. Congratulations, Scarlett. I like it. Okay, next one, please. The next one is for Daniela. I know you're cold. That's okay, no problem. Okay. Danny, I want your participation, Danny, again, please. Danny, can you tell me about your evening activity, please?
First make your dinner, next have dinner,
Okay.
then
Danny,
do housework.
Danny, I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is dinner. Diner is that we use for like the credit card. That's the diner card. You got it? For example, this is dinner or supper. British say supper, but Americans dinner. Got it? Dinner. Make dinner. Okay, let's go. One more time. Danny, could you tell me about your evening activity, please?
First, I make dinner.
Make.
Next, I have dinner. Then do housework. After that, I watch TV. Finish. Go to the week.
Finish.
Finally, no.
Finally, I go to bed. Got it? Yeah, remember, first and finally, they are fixable. So that's mean never move, never move. You can switch, you can move after that, then, or next, and use anytime or as many times that you consider necessary, right? Okay, Nayeli Vargas. The last one, please, Nayeli. Nayeli. Nayeli, can you describe me or can you tell me about your morning activities, please? Nayeli, can you describe your morning activities? Please open your microphones and tell me. Okay, don't worry. Next Saturdays, I'm going to wait for your answer. Monica Fuentes, please, the last one. Can you describe your morning activities, please?
Yes, Mr. First, I am get up 9 o'clock. Next, I have a breakfast.
Ah, I have a breakfast.
Then have a shower. After that, go to university. Finally, have a coffee.
Yeah, but actually, if you say finally have a coffee, I think this is a good idea because you need to organize the idea. The pictures are over there, but you organize. So that's me. Oh, first I get up at 6:45. Then I have a shower. After that, have breakfast with my family. Then have a coffee. And finally go to work at about 11 a.m., for example. You got it?
Yes, Mr.
Is it clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Kenya, you want to participate. Kenya, can you tell me about your evening activity?
Yes. First, I make a dinner. Then I have dinner 9 p.m. After that, I do housework and sample the sorry.
Go, keep on talking.
After that, do housework and then watch TV. Finally, I have a bath. Where
And go to the bed. And go to bed. Okay, pay attention, please. I heard a couple mistakes. You don't say, I make a dinner. This is incorrect. Make dinner. No make a dinner. Dinner, remember, that's a phrasal. Make dinner, have lunch, have breakfast. Don't use, oh, I make a dinner or I make my dinner is incorrect. Make dinner, have lunch, finish work. You don't say I finish my work. No, finish work, I finish work. Got it? I have breakfast. Okay, is it clear? Let's go. Next one. Excuse me, do you have any questions about the activity before? No.
Teacher, clear.
Good.
2.67. Yacht. Yeah.
Yeah.
You. Usually. Yes. Student. Music. Beautiful.
Got it? What is the first about these sounds? What is the first one about these sounds?
You.
It's not Joe. It's Joe?
No, it's you.
You. And the next one?
Usually.
Usually. The next one?
Yes.
The next one?
Student.
Students. The next one?
Music. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, listen to that conversation in order to practice.
2.68.
What time do you usually have lunch?
At 1:30.
What time do you usually have dinner?
At 8 o'clock.
What time do you usually go to bed?
At 11:30.
Okay, guys, don't forget at the moment to talk about the time. Remember, for example, Anai, what time do you get up? What time do you get up?
Usually 10:30 a.m.
She usually get up
10:30.
Okay, so that means she usually, listen up. When you refer for time, you say at 10, you say 10, right?
Yes.
Oh, 10 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. Okay, she is the subject pronoun. I refer to an A. Remember, this spelling rule I explained before. When you use she and you use an adverb of frequency, well, include, if you use an adverb of frequency, you need to apply the spelling rule. And what is the spelling rule number 1? You need to use or you need to add the letter S. Remember, you need to add the letter S. So you say she usually gets up. No, get up. Gets up. When you refer for time, remember to use at. Remember, for time, you need to use at. But when you say at 10, it's because the time is specific. So that's mean every 10 a.m. she gets up at this time. But if you say, Mr., well, it depends. Not all the time happen to say. Oh, you say two, so she usually, she gets up at about 10. Got it? So that's mean 10 a.m. When you say at about, that's mean this is not exactly. This is not exactly. But you keep on using the preposition at, right? It's when the time is not exact. So that means is maybe, oh, she gets up at about 10. That means 9:50, 9:52. You got it? Okay. Next one. Okay, volunteer, please. Volunteers. Okay. Marino. Maria Valerizo and Crystal. Marino. Maria and Crystal, please, could you practice a conversation?
Yes.
Let's go.
What time do you usually have lunch?
At half past 1.
What time do you usually have dinner?
At 18 o'clock.
What time do you usually go to bed?
At half past 11.
Okay, so that's mean, remember, it's dinner. Crystal, dinner, right? Dinner. Okay, great. Great, Maria Valereso, and great, Crystal. Remember, what time do you usually have lunch? But when you use usually, well, have a look to the following information about this. This is about the adverb of frequency. Got it? If you look carefully, pay attention, please. Wait a minute. Okay. Have a look about this. About, the percent that the activity You do. For example, if you say always, I mean, for example, pay attention here. I wake up at 6 a.m. from Monday, capital letter Monday to Sunday. Excuse me, if you say from Monday to Sunday, how many days a week I'm talking about?
Always.
Only 2 days.
Only 2 days. I'm sorry.
Always.
Always.
Okay, excuse me. A ver, listen up. Sorry. I wake up at 6 a.m. from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, include weekend, Saturday and Sunday. How many days on the week I'm talking about?
Always.
Always.
Yeah, how many days? I'm talking about
7 days.
7 days of the week. You got it? Okay. If I refer that this action happened all the times, all the day, you have to say, I always. You got it? I always. Pay attention. Look at me over here. Sorry, this one. Okay. Have a look. When you use always is useful if you want to express that the activity happened all the time. I always wake up at 6 from Monday to Sunday. You got it? So that means this action happened all the day. Okay. Another action that I can say about this is I always take a shower at 6:30 a.m. Excuse me, if I say I always take a shower at 6:30, I mean, I'm talking about from Monday to Friday? Diego.
Yes.
No.
Okay. From Monday to Friday. Excuse me. Is correct?
Usually.
No, it's usually.
Exactly. Because I am not talking about that 7 days. If you refer from Monday to Friday, remember, from Monday to Friday means that this action is not always. What is this?
Usually.
Usually. I usually take a shower at 6:30 from Monday to Friday. You got it? Yeah, perfect. Okay, I have lunch. I have lunch at work. Remember, when you say the place where you study or the place where you work, at work, at the university, at school, at home. So I have lunch at work. You got it? From, well, I mean, at about noon. What is noon? Mediodía. Okay, I have lunch at work at about noon. From, okay, I mean twice in a week. Twice in a week, I have lunch at work. Excuse me, this is always? Twice means only 2 days. Only 2 days. Got it? And you say week from Monday to Friday. Okay, excuse me. What's the correct? What is the correct adverb frequency?
Sometimes.
Exactly. The period of time is not higher to the half. So that's mean in 2 days, 3 days, I mean the correct one is sometimes. Got it? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I sometimes. Good. Have a look. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Look. I sometimes have lunch at work at about noon, twice in a week. In this case, I use correctly according to the days of the week in order to have a reference. If you practice activities that 7 days, remember that 7 days, the action is always. If you refer, for example, 5 days of the week, I refer the activities usually, happen usually. If you refer a small portion of day, you refer for sometimes. Got it? If I say I have about a comb in the morning. Okay. I mean any days. Excuse me. If I mean any days, I'm talking about what? I'm talking about
Never.
0 days. What's the correct? When the action never happened, use the adverb frequency never. Got it? So that means I never have a bath at home in the morning. Excuse me, but this is a negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative.
Well, the sentence is positive. The meaning is negative. Got it? But what is the difference if you say, for example, Mr. Oh my goodness, it's 12:51. What is the difference? I say I don't have a bath at home. Okay? At home in the morning. Pay attention about this description. It's the same to say I don't have a bath at home in the morning, to say I never have a bath at home in the morning. They are not the same. Because when you say I've never have a bath, it's because any days of the week you have a bath. But if you say I don't have a bath at home in the morning, it's because this day maybe you don't do, but in the future maybe you will do. You know what I mean? That is easy. Do not confuse. But today is not for this. It's only for a better frequency. Remember, I always wake up at 6 from Monday to Sunday. I mean, every day, every single day from Monday to Sunday, I wake up at 6. That is the reason why I use a better frequency always. If I wake up or take a shower only from Monday to Friday, take care, because Mr. Rodriguez take a shower in a different times like the weekend. But from Monday to Friday, I take a shower at 6:30. Those days a week, usually. Sometimes when the period of time is different, it's less, slower. And never is when this never happens. For example, I never smoke in my life. I never smoke You got it? I never smoke. I never eat red meat. I never. So that's mean this is something that happened to me. I always speak English in my class. But the most important guy, remember before the time is over, if you use Laura, if you say Laura, Laura is a singular person. Remember, include when you are up the verb of frequency, use S. If you say, for example, Peter, remember, Peter include, if you know Peter, Laura, or he, she, it, the verb use S. I sometimes go to short. No, Laura sometimes goes to short. Remember, it's mandatory. If you are going to use third singular person, use the rule. And the most important, if you are going to use the verb of frequency, please take care. Never use after the verb. Never. No, the correct location of the verb of frequency is between the subject and the verb. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, thank you. That's all for this morning. Okay, this is an activity that you are going to do. But in this case, because we didn't have enough time, this is about the reading comprehension. But I think we have time to listen the real pronunciation about invalid. You need to be perfect.
2.70. In ballet, you need to be perfect. Ivan Vasilyev is a Russian ballet dancer. He is the principal dancer with the American Ballet Theatre.
I live in a flat in St. Petersburg with my girlfriend. I usually get up at about 9 and then I have a shower. In my job, I often stay in hotels. When you have a shower in the morning in a hotel, you can leave your towel on the floor. I love that. I always have a good breakfast, and I love eggs. When I am very hungry, I sometimes eat 5. I like sausages too. Classes start at 10:30. I practice all morning without a break. I sometimes have lunch, but not always. In the afternoon, I practice more. Of course, in ballet, you need to be perfect. Nureyev is my favorite dancer. I have a pair of his ballet shoes. After work, I want to eat. I love meat. My favorite is a big steak. No vegetables, only steak. In the evening, we sometimes go out. Before we go out, my girlfriend looks at my clothes and she usually says, "No, Ivan, change." I'm not interested in clothes, but I love watches. I have 7, including a Montblanc, 3 Rolexes, and a Maurice Lacroix. Sometimes I don't go to bed until 1 or 2. It's often difficult to sleep. I have a lot of things in my head.
Okay, guys, pay attention about those words that they are in this case like about. Do you remember? So do you say about, at about? It refers for time. At about 9, at about midnight, at about 10. Then, remember, is a linker. Then, often is an adverb frequency. I often, a menudo, I often stay in hotels. Got it? After work, after, no before. After work, I want to eat. I love meat. Before is the opposite of after. Before and until. So Mr. Rodriguez explained the classes until 1 p.m. until 1 p.m. Is it clear? You got it. So take care at the moments to use those words because actually they express that there is a link in the conversation before with the next. Okay, guys, thank you. That's all for today. Please let me stop sharing the screen. Well, actually, I told you, yesterday I told you, this Sunday morning, had a lot of activities. If you notice, we didn't have enough time to complete the quizzes. So the quizzes are for the next Saturday. Got it? Remember, when I take the list, the first activities are for quizzes. But we completed all Unit 6B. Excuse me, how was the class? It was clear? Yeah?
Yes, teacher.
Very
Yes,
good.
teacher.
It was clear the explanation about the present simple with he, she, it?
Yes, mister. Very good.
Excellent. What about the linkers? First, finally are fixable. Never move, never change. But then next, after that, you can switch, you can mix, you can replace. Got it? So you can use as many times you consider necessary. You got it? Okay. Guys, remember the following Saturday, we have 2 activities. The first activity, so you are going to describe if your friend is a morning person or not. Though you are not going to practice the conversation. No, you are going to give me a description why you consider that friend is a morning person or not. The second one is the most important. You have the quiz. The quizzes are for next Saturday. You got it? Well, guys, do you have any questions?
Mister, I have a little favor for me.
Right. Or after class?
Okay, listo.
Now or after class, Marino?
After class, please.
Good, good. Okay, if you have any question, guys, well, remember, we can send me an email or you can chat with me in WhatsApp. Got it? Guys, I really hope this morning and I hope you really enjoyed this class too. Well, see you next Saturday. And don't forget, we have quizzes at the beginning of the morning. That's it clear? Thank you for your time and see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome.